Hi, fourth graders. It's Miss Spiker, and I'm making this video to introduce our new unit in science, and it's engineering. So this week and next week, we're all going to get to be engineers. And engineers are people that see a problem in the world and they solve it. And they do that by designing something to make it better. So engineers design and make improvements on things that already exist, and they do it to make the world a better place. So I wanted you to get familiar with the process they use. It's called the engineering design process, and it's 6 steps all engineers follow so that they can create something and make something better. And it's something we're going to use. So I wanted to tell you about it, and then I wanted to have you take a little Kahoot quiz on it. So if you listen closely, you'll do really well on the quiz. So the first step in the engineering design process is ask. So engineers ask, can this be better? For example, they might ask, this whole trash thing. We have landfills filling up with trash, having way too much trash there. It's not breaking down fast enough. We have too much trash. They might ask, can we do it better? Can we have another solution that's better than just putting it somewhere in like a landfill? So step 1, ask. Step 2 is to imagine. So in the imagine stage, you just imagine all of the ways that you can solve the problem. You brainstorm, you write anything down. You don't really think about whether or not it's a good solution yet. You just say, oh, well, this could be a solution, and you write it down so you have a lot to choose from. So step 3, after ask and imagine, step 3 is to plan. So this is the part where you take all of your ideas from the imagine phase and you pick one, and you think about, when you're picking it, you think about, what are my constraints? Constraints are things that make it a lot harder. So for example, if your problem is still there's too much trash, and maybe in the imagine phase you thought, what if we took a rocket to space, filled it with all the trash, and then just let out the trash in space where it can't bother us anymore? Well, during the planning phase, that's when you would probably say, that would probably cost a lot of money, and then we have a bunch of trash in space. So maybe that is a constraint, and that's probably not a good idea. So the next step after plan, when you make your plan, you're going to want to draw some pictures, some sketches, and that will help you in the next step, which is create. That's when you have chosen your plan, how you're going to fix the problem, and you start to create what's going to help you solve the problem. And it's important to remember, it's okay to make mistakes. You will have time to fix it along the line. You don't have to do it perfectly the first time. So far, our 4 steps are to ask, imagine, write down all your ideas, plan, draw a picture of what you want to do, and then in the create steps, and then the create step. And during the create step, you're going to make it. You're going to make the thing that's going to solve your problem. And after that, you're going to experiment. That just means you're going to try out what you created. You just try it out. And then after the experiment, then you have your last step, and that's improve. That just means after you experimented, you think, is it working? Does it solve the problem? And if it doesn't, here's some things that you can do to improve it. You can think about what went well, think about what didn't go so well. You can share what happened with other people. You can share the design with other people and see what they have to say, see if they think it solves the problem. and you can ask for feedback in the improve step. So you can say, what am I doing wrong? How can I make this better? Okay, so just as a review, engineers follow 6 steps when they go through the engineering design process. They are ask, imagine, plan, create, experiment, improve. Okay, go take your quiz, and I will be back with more videos when we start our engineering in our homes. We're gonna find a problem in our homes and we're going to solve it, and we're gonna make something to make it better. All right, thanks 4th graders. See you soon.